Welcome to another edition of Take a Card, Make a Card. My name is Evan.
I am Javier.
It's our 10th episode doing this thing. The way this works is we're going to make a dream wrestling card. That card is going to consist of matches that have actually happened in history that fit whatever the description is on the title of the YouTube video. But as we're recording it, we have no idea what the stipulation and the gimmick is going to be.
Zero.
It's stressful.
Uber duper super trooper. Like, there is nothing that I do in my life that gives me more stress than the 5 minutes that I have to put together a card.
It just hits different. The level of stress. It's weird. It's in high intensity. All right. The rules. We have to pick real matches from history. We will pick 5 of those matches because that is the ideal length for a takeover. Shawn Michaels, who keeps slipping more in. I see you.
Backlash. 5 matches.
Backlash had 5. It'll be 5 matches. We are not allowed to repeat a wrestler. We are not allowed to repeat a title. So no all Divas Championship matches and no all Jacques Rougeau matches. You have to decide which is your favorite.
How dare you?
I know. I'm making things hard on you. And of course, we only have 5 minutes. I have the timer in order to decide. Now, here's the other fun thing. Is one day I'm going to make the end of this video just a supercut of the shit we talk while we're attempting to figure it out. And it's just all of us going, oh, fuck, no, oh. It's a good time.
I just know that you're going to sit there for like an hour just enjoying it and then realizing, oh, wait, I'm supposed to be doing stuff.
I laugh at our past pain. All right, so on the screen, we have the Take a Card, Make a Card screen. Let me just zoom in here. The screen is live. There are options number 1 to 12. Javier, which one do you want?
We'll do number 10 in honor of episode 10.
10. Ty Dillinger says, oh, this is going to be really easy, I think. We have to have covered the match on the podcast. We are, at the time of recording, 218 matches or episodes into the podcast. We have covered so many of your favorite wrestlers. If you've never gone back and listened to our podcast, we've covered some of your favorite wrestlers. Everybody from we just covered covering Terry Taylor this week. That's exciting. Everyone from Terry Taylor to Bam Bam Bigelow to Shinsuke Nakamura. We've covered so many people. We haven't covered Nakamura. He just shows up in everybody's episodes.
But he's been in it. Yeah.
Yeah. AJ Styles, John Cena.
You know who we haven't covered? Ivory.
That's true. The lost episode. Okay. We have 5 minutes to decide on the best matches we've ever covered on the podcast.
Hate it here.
Starts right now.
5 minutes later.
All right. The timer. It has gone off. Very exciting.
Man.
I tried to get really obscure with mine.
I didn't get obscure. I don't think I've picked any of these before.
Okay.
In any of this stuff. And thankfully, I didn't overlap on titles. I didn't even overlap on time either.
I don't think I overlapped on titles at all. I tried to get as many different like promotions, and yeah, I was really trying to get weird with it.
Interesting. You know?
Yeah.
I like this list. I'm happy with this one.
It's almost like we've covered a bunch of people before.
Well, I mean, we were both, just a little peek behind the curtain, we were both on the same document, pretty much, that has all the stuff that we've written. I didn't get past 60.
Oh, okay.
So clearly I just, my stress was sort of and the only reason I even got to that area was because at one point I just went like this. It just like flicked all the way down.
Yes, that is how we decide or how we track. Is before we had one big Google Doc, and then now we have one big spreadsheet that has all of our YouTube stuff as well. Yeah. So that's kind of how we do it.
I don't know if you were, but I was used.
Okay. Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Okay. I am pretty sure, and you know what? Our friend Doss, who's always in the comments, can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe that I have used this match before. My opener, we covered in the Samoa Joe podcast.
Ooh.
It's the triple threat. The triple threat.
Okay.
It's Joe, it's AJ Styles, it's Christopher Daniels for the X Division title at Unbreakable 2005.
I've definitely used it. So
That's the thing is, I think you've used it. I don't think I've ever used it.
I 100% have used it. I've probably used it twice. Like,
My next 3 matches are all matches that I don't think I've seen. 2 of them I know I hadn't seen before. One that I had saw probably when I was too young to really appreciate it, but I remember vividly scrolling through being like, I like that fucking match.
yeah.
So, match 2. For the vacant All Japan Pro Wrestling Triple Crown Championship, it is Misawa versus Stan Hansen from the
Yep.
Stan Hansen episode.
Love
That
that. That
match
was a fun
slaps.
match. That was fun.
I almost went with Stan Hansen knocking out Vader's eye, but that match is not really that a match. Like, it's a good match, but this is a great match.
Yeah.
That's just a hell of a moment when he knocks out Vader's eye.
I mean, he just decks the guy, and suddenly, oh, eyeball.
Go and listen to our Stan Hansen episode. Next, for the ECW television title from Hardcore Heaven 1999, Jerry Lynn versus Rob Van Dam from our RVD episode.
Okay. You know, for a second there, I thought it was going to be that triple threat that had Steve Carino, was Justin Awesome. Or not Justin Awesome. What is it? Justin
Incredible?
And I just mixed Mike Awesome and Justin Incredible together. And Jerry Lynn. That was a match. I remember that.
Was a match. It was pretty good. But no, I went with this one, which I thought was also pretty good. And then from WrestleMarine Pied in 1990, a match that I'm obsessed with it. I know I've used it before. Bull Nakano, Aja Kong, the WWWA World Title. She hits her with scissors in the first 4 minutes.
I think that might be your favorite wrestling match of all time.
It's the match I just saw.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you, at least once a week just start, just pull it up. Like, it's your most people go to dinner and a movie. You're like, I'm treating myself to this Wrestle Olympiad.
Yeah. I have watched it a couple times since we recorded it. My main event is a match you love and a moment that you love that I've never used on this. Eddie Guerrero, Brock Lesnar, No Way Out 2004, WWE Championship.
You know, it's funny. I almost picked it. I was this close. But I was like, no. I gotta keep the title open just in case. And then I did spoiler for my list. I didn't even end up using it.
Okay, so that's my 5.
I like it.
It's variety.
Pretty good.
It's variety. What do you got for yours?
So, speaking of variety, so my opener, I just full disclaimer, the only match that I knew was going to be in a specific spot here was my main event. Everything else, I'm just listing it the way I have it written. I don't care. My first match is from the April 23rd, 2007 edition of Monday Night Raw, John Cena versus Shawn Michaels.
That match is so good.
Yes, that's my opener. My next match is insane that this is the second match on the card because it's legitimately, in my opinion, one of the greatest wrestling matches of all time. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Kazuchika Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship from Wrestle Kingdom 10.
Yeah. God, Wrestle Kingdom 10 was so good. I feel like I've watched it in retrospect. So I think we've covered, 3 different matches from it.
At least 3 or 4. Shibata, Ishii, I think, might have been on that.
And we've covered Styles Nakamura from it.
Yeah, and then this match. So
God, what a good show.
We might have done more. My next match is a sneaky one. You would have never expected this one in here.
Hold on. Is it a Maurice match? I don't
know. No. It's the Andersons, shout out to the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, versus the Rock and Roll Express from Starrcade in 1986. I believe that's the cage match.
Yes, it's a good tag match. Ole and Arn.
Yes. R.I.P. to Ole, but yes, great match.
And Arn's got the Glock in his Rari. He is ready to go.
Yeah, Arn's a free agent now. He's ready to start shooting.
Wild that they're letting so many of their older guys just become free agents. Like, I get it. I understand it because they don't really need them around. But also, who's running that place? Running that place?
Arn Anderson was not running it,
but he should. He should.
Yeah, well.
All right, what's your last one?
Next up, no, this is not my last one.
Oh, right, you have 2 more. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Manami Toyota versus Kyoto Inoue from AJW G-Star Top from 1995. This is an hour-long match, and I loved it.
A little background too, in terms of us booking the podcast and doing all of our matches. Nobody loves putting in hour-long matches more than Javier. Every time it's like, hey, we got to put some matches in. He's like, oh yeah, no, I got it. Here's a fucking 60-minute draw. And then he just flips
No.
me off.
It's because here's the thing, right? A lot of people's best match happens to come against Ric Flair, or like it's a match like an indie wrestler where
You
their
also pick
best
a lot of the
matches
matches. You
go
pick a lot
like
of the matches
40
for
plus.
Japanese wrestlers, and they have lots of draws or 49-minute classics.
Like Terry Taylor, for those who haven't listened to it yet, there's a Terry Taylor match against Ric Flair that goes 40-something minutes because it's him against Ric Flair. Like, what do you want me to do? It's probably his
obviously.
best match of his career. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, Manami Toyota versus Kyoto Inoue. And then my main event, I went back to the Starrcade because this one was the first match that came to mind for some reason. It's Dusty versus Ric Flair, the cage match for the NWA title from Starrcade 1985.
We covered that in the Dusty episode.
Yes, this was like episode 3, 4?
Dusty was episode 2.
Oh, 2, Jesus.
Yeah. Dusty was episode 2.
Yeah, we haven't gone back since. I mean, we'll probably get there eventually.
Yes, I can remember our first 7 episodes in order, I think. It's Eddie, it's Dusty, it's Randy Savage, it's Ron Simmons, it's Trish, I think, was 6.
Trish is 6.
Oh, then it's DDP, then Trish, then it is Dustin Rhodes Goldust, I believe. That is.
Let me check. Yes.
Let's go. And then by 8, I am out of ideas.
Well, this is This is going to be tough for you if you don't get this one.
Because 9, we start the 3-parters.
Yes.
So it's Undertaker.
Yeah.
8. Is it a wrestler from? No, it's a more modern wrestler, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I walk along inside this pit of danger.
Yes, it is Batista.
Wish we'd thought of Batista, the 3 parts before we got to Batista and Randy Savage. It's fine.
Or
so
redo them.
You see all of the matches there on the screen in front of you. It's up for you to decide, based on our deep well of our own podcast, who picked the better matches, and let us know in the comments below other ideas you have for gimmicks for Take a Card, Make a Card. However,
I'm the gimmick.
You're the gimmick. Can people find you on social media? I'm sure they can.
They probably can if they know how to use the search bar, and in that search bar, they should be typing at JMello Sports.
On the Twitter machine.
Lob the boy a follow. On the Twitter machine, yes. Lob the boy a follow.
Find me on the Twitter machine at It's7Gomes, ITSEVANGOMES. And of course, the podcast is on Twitter and Instagram at CrossBodyOfWork. The merch available down below. Javier's got the tee. I got the sweater. It's great. We'll be back soon for more stress-inducing Take a Card, Make a Card. We will talk to you then.
Later.